You know, like, to me, that's one of the funny things about Moses. It's one of the funny things about Moses, and it's just like, damn. Moses, he's a funny guy. No, he is. He's a funny guy, you know. Um, because it's just, yeah, damn. No, it's just, ah, damn. Because there's the reader, right? And the reader is the primary focus. The reader is the primary focus, you know. But then there's the reality of the story that he's created, right? So there's the reader, but then there's the reality of the story that he's creating, and they're two different things. They're two different things, right? Because to the reader, Moses presents himself as this magical creature. Like he can do fire magic, he can do this magic, he can do that magic. Like and yet he condemns a witch, even though he's doing a bunch of witch shit. Right? um, but then there's a reality, and the reality is that Moses was in the background. He was not in the forefront of any of that story. He was not in the forefront of any of the story. Someone else was always in the forefront of the story if you were living during that time, if you were living during that story. It's just beautifully done. He's just fucking with you. He's just fucking with you because it's just so beautifully done. Because he's in the shadows. He's in the shadows, you know. And someone else is always in the forefront. Aaron is in the forefront, or Jonah is in the forefront, or someone else is in the forefront, and never him. He was always in the shadows. And that's how I myself have always experienced real magic. Real magic. It's mundane. And yet you see all these religious people out there nowadays, these esoteric, these mystical religious people out there, and they're seeking out fantastical magic, right? And Moses, he was doing fantastical magic. He was doing fantastical magic, but real magic is mundane. It's totally mundane. Like when I experience when I experience tarot, it's a conversation. It's a conversation between you and God. Like God will converse with you. He will converse with you, and he'll tell you his opinion about your life, and he's very interested in you and your response to your own life. Like he wants to respect you and see you as a brother. I think I've experienced magic in my story writings that I've been doing, you know, but it's all mundane. Like it's all mundane. I've done my part in these story writings, and I've experienced inspiration in some of my story writings. But I've done my part in it all. And I really don't care if my story writings ever get out there. I've enjoyed my story writings that I've been doing. You know, I don't have to fucking save the world with my story writings. I've enjoyed them. And they've helped me to grow my story writings. You know, and I want to do more story writings, and I want to grow more, you know. It's like that's what the devil has to offer. He has to offer a fantastical magic. The devil's gonna offer you a fantastical magic. But God's magic will always be so mundane. And that's the beauty of God's magic. It's just that it will allow you to feel whole within rather than bedazzle someone else. Whether or not anyone's ever bedazzled by you, it only matters whether God is bedazzled by you. You know, and if you're a loving person, if you're a brave person, if you're a just person, then God will be bedazzled by you. And if you're a wise person, then you can do magic through God. And this magic will be mundane, and nobody will be able to see it. Nobody will be able to see it, but God will see it. And that's all that matters. That's real magic right there. It's the magic of self-confidence and everything being right with the world, no matter what's happening within it, you know, because nothing's up to you other than what's up to you. And I've said this before, but there's just so much magic out there to be had. Whether you're a builder or an inventor or a scientist or an artist or a musician, then God is to be found within it all. And it's only for you to find it. Because real magic is not like the devil's magic, which is fantastical. It's fantastical. And it's gonna ooh and ah you. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. But the true magic of God is a personal relationship with Him and her, because God is holy, God is whole, and both masculine and feminine. I've got philosophy magic too, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. I'd love a conversation. And that's what I'm trying to do with some of these videos, just to have a conversation. But like with the Virtue Project, that's just a catalog for story writers to have all these different ideas. So just think all these different thoughts. Seriously. How many different worlds can we create? How many different thoughts can we think? But then there's my other playlists, like my Story of Moses playlist, or other playlists like that. No, it's like, it's like you do tarot, You're not, God's not gonna tell you the lottery numbers. Like he could tell you the lottery numbers, but by the time you're able to receive those lottery numbers, you're not gonna care about what the lottery numbers are. By the time you have the magic to receive those lottery numbers, you're not gonna fucking care what those lottery numbers are, because because God is virtue. God is virtue, and love is magical, and patience and hard work, it's magical, and bravery is magical. And those are the stories that we all want to see. We all want to see stories about simple virtue, and that's what I've learned. It's very mundane, but we all want to see stories just about simple love and simple patience and simple wisdom, common sense, and we want to see stories about virtue. Like that's pretty mundane, but I think it's true for all the good folk in the world. Because there's some people out there that want to see stories of hatred. There's some people out there that want to see stories of hatred. And they want to see stories of greed and vanity and pride. Damn. There are a lot of there are a lot of bad religious people in this world. There are, and when they die, they'll be burning in hell for all eternity. No, they will. And they'll be burning in hell for all eternity because they will be in bitch denial, which is the definition of hell. The definition of hell is bitch denial. And one of the greatest bitch denials in this world is that magic is fantastical rather than mundane.